dropping in to just give everyone an update on last year, how things went, as well as my predictions and my goals for 2021. 2020 was a pretty crazy year for a lot of reasons that I won't go into here, but for me personally, when I started out the year, I had a goal of hitting 50 home sales. I had no idea how I was going to do it. I mean, I do a lot of things where I coach, I invest in my business, I try to run it like a business, but when March hit, the economy was shutting down. I was like, okay, well, that's kind of off the table. I just want to sell a couple homes to put food on the table. Little did I know, and not only did things work out, but we didn't crush the goal of 50, but we did 53 sides last year. A lot of people are moving here in Lake Oswego, and we want to be the first kind of stop on that journey to educate our clients about all the different nuances that go into the neighborhoods, the schools, the restaurants, and the community. Another major goal I had was building out a team to allow me to do that kind of production. For the first 4 or 5 years of my real estate career, it was just like me. I'm always in the office. I like to be in the office. I have a young family, so it's hard to do anything at home and be productive. So coming into the office is a place where I can just follow up with people, be consistent, look at the whiteboard, see what's coming up. Made the leap in August to really expand my team through the addition of a great buyer's agent, Seth, who you've seen his videos, I'm sure. Of course, Sam, who's shooting all these videos. Sam, he's right behind the camera right now, say hi.
Hi.
And then Jennifer, who's kind of at the back end and really responsible for keeping all the transactions going smoothly once they go under contract. So everything's been working out great on that front. I feel pretty blessed to be in that situation where I can actually hire people. A couple personal goals I had was to move. Again, with a young family, we're growing, we need more space. My son's almost 2 and he's running around bouncing off the walls. We could see early on last year that we needed a bigger space and we needed a yard. When everything was shutting down in March, we were like, okay, well, maybe this could be an opportunity for us to move in the house that we're in now, and we ended up purchasing. We got it under contract in April, closed in June. Didn't end up moving for another month or so, did some updates on it, but it's 100% the dream house for me and my wife. Excited to show you that later. We're still waiting on furniture and all the good stuff. And going along with that, it was another big goal of mine was to get my condos off the books. One of them I was living in and sold that this year. The other one we talked about earlier in the vlogs, and that's actually under contract right now, and it's gonna close in about 3 weeks. That'll be a huge relief to get that off the books and just focus on, building out the real estate empire from here. In 2021, the biggest thing is I always like to look at my goals in terms of how many people I'm gonna help, not how many dollars of real estate I'm gonna sell. That's not really a sustainable mindset or model, and honestly, no one wants to hear about it. I did 53 this last year. Next year's goal is 75. I think I'll be able to do that with the team, behind me. We've already got a couple closed in this first week of January. Other goals for the business: consistency. Doing videos every week is gonna be a huge goal. We'll see how I do at the end of 2021 when we're watching this and recapping. There's plenty of content to shoot in Lake Oswego. Right now we're looking at the YouTube landscape, and it's pretty bare. There's a few people who've done videos, and credit to those people, but I think we're gonna be putting out better videos that are gonna essentially show off more of what Lake Oswego is about. We're gonna give you an insider's perspective on what it's like to live in Lake Oswego. Another goal of mine, kind of personally, is to buy a rental. I was touching on, I've bought and sold a couple condos now. They aren't the best rental properties, so I'm excited to either get a fixer-upper or just find something turnkey that would serve to be a good rental investment opportunity for the long run. Another big goal of mine is touch on growing that team. I really want to focus on being a better team leader or manager. It's not something that I think comes naturally. It's something that all skills in life you have to work on. And one more goal this year to help reach that 75 families helped, homes sold, is going to be getting the phone to ring. In real estate, like anything, you want to have multiple streams of leads coming in. So far in my career, I've only had 1 or 2. I've touched on that in the last videos I've done. Zillow's been a big component of that. Some new construction stuff as well because of my connections in that industry. In terms of relocation, in terms of people who live in Lake Oswego who are looking to list, noticed, my goal is this year is to start to get that phone to ring in different ways. Over the course of the next, couple of videos, I'm going to talk about some of the things I'm doing in my business to achieve that, and we're going to see if they work. It's going to be a journey where we're going to trial this in real time. I'm going to start tracking all of these different lead sources. Excited for you guys to come along this journey. Excited to look at this video honestly in a year and see how we did against our goals. If it was anything like 2020, I know it's going to be a crazy busy year. There's going to be a lot of cool things along the way that are going to happen that you guys can join along this year.